Welcome back to Couch Co-op, ladies and gentlemen. We're playing more Dark Cloud, and
just like that, the issue has been solved.
And the all magical issue that Blade has come up with. I'm here with Blade Master 12349, and his solution for, instead of using my phone that I don't have to keep time, he's come up with the brilliant idea of using his phone.
Haley Holy.
Is that its name?
Yeah.
Missed it. Alright, so we can keep track of time with Blade's phone now.
Alright, so go ahead and use his board.
No more current event talk.
Okay.
You can't do that anymore.
Sounds good to me. I don't even play new games for the most part. I just play games like this one.
You don't play games this old that often, though.
This old? This often? No. No, I am playing, I'm actually more on PC. Oh. I'm more on PC.
Yeah, so am I. We are PC gamers. Oh, you know how many PC games we've played on this channel, though?
Like one?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's easier to do controller console.
Yeah, it is easier to shoot. But now
What the hell?
I recently found the greatest controller ever made again. I thought I had lost it, but we have the 2010 Logitech gamepad back in our circulation.
You want to talk about how you fixed it, quote unquote fixed it?
Yeah, years ago, something fell on it and bent the USB port on it, so you couldn't plug it in.
Yeah.
And so I bent it back, and so it works. But it hugs those USB ports really freaking tight. You gotta jam it in there. It would fix it if we just got, which we would want to have anyway, we should just get a USB extension cord that we just never unplug from it. And the other end of that extension cord would plug into everything fine. It's a great idea. And then we would potentially have like a 10 or 20 foot extension cable on that controller.
You have such wild.
How is that a wild solution? That's a great,
I
simple
would have never
solution.
come up with that, is all I'm saying.
It's a simple solution.
Simple solution. It's gonna look totally normal when you actually do it.
No one cares what the controller looks like, okay?
Yeah, I have to. I got actually get Atlas balls now. Oh, look at that. Range comp.
We played Borderlands on the PC with the controller.
How did that go?
It went fine. Borderlands, the first Borderlands is weird though, because it's one of those games that uses an out-of-game launcher to do like the settings and everything, which is ridiculous to think about having to go outside of the game to set like your resolution and audio settings and stuff.
I'm in a little situation here. There we go. No, Haley, no! Okay.
Boop bop, boobin' on that bop, juke, boobin' on that gop, goop.
Holy Haley. Holy.
Ugh. Alright. What level are we even on?
Ooh, check this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a treasure chest key because I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty cool.
Base lard. It was base lard.
Baslard?
Baslard.
I don't know. What have you been playing here recently, Blood?
Here? Or you just mean in general?
In general, not here. You don't play games here unless I make you play games here.
I play games here.
Okay, I guess you do play games here, but...
Just, you know, it'd be stuff like Balatro or...
Balatro!
Vampire
The real
Survivors, you know,
game of
something
the
to just
year.
pass the time.
No, I think Black Myth Wukong should have been Game of the Year. But Balatro's great.
I just don't like those types of games.
You don't like what games?
Those types of games. Souls like. I know, because I played. Now I'll say this. I've played.
It's not really a Souls-like though.
Is it not?
No, it's honestly a little bit closer to God of War.
Okay.
I mean, the boss.
So it doesn't have a stamina bar?
Ooh, does it have a stamina bar?
If it has a stamina bar, it's a lot closer to Souls-like than you think.
Okay, I
Now,
don't.
people are gonna argue with me on that, but I know a few mechanics that can
I
basically
do
just...
remember. Okay, so I don't remember if it has a stamina bar. It has a gourd bar.
Guard, yeah.
Gourd. Gourd. So you have this magical gourd.
You and your dumb dyslexia.
No, you have a gourd.
A gourd.
Yes, the fruit or whatever. So you have this magical gourd that has healing liquid in it, and you can use that to heal as long as the gourd bar has gourd juice in it.
I feel like I have brain rot. What are you saying?
I'm saying how the game works. But I'll just Google and see if it has a stamina bar, because that's what I should do. Why don't you have a Google bar on your phone?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Why don't you have the apps button on your phone?
What? Huh?
Okay. Does
Ailey?
Black
Calm yourself.
Myth Wukong have difficulty settings, have New Game Plus, have a physical copy? Wow, okay. Myth. I just really don't want to type in Wukong. Wukong. Have a stand in a bar.
I want to test this base lard out. I don't like base lard.
Yeah, it does have a stamina bar.
Oh, well. There you go. I was right.
Okay, I'm gonna take back what I say. I still think it reminds me a lot of the new God of War, but I'm gonna say that it's definitely no different from the new Star Wars games, the new Star Wars Outlast games, Outcast. No, that's still not the name of it. Survivor.
Jedi
Survivor.
Fallen Order.
You played Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor.
I played Fallen Order.
So
that does not have a stamina bar. It does have a guard system.
Okay, well, this has a guard system.
It has a guard system and a stamina bar?
It has stances, I think.
What? It has everything?
Okay, I'm not gonna say for sure, because it's been a while since I've looked into Black Myth Wukong, but let me tell you, I don't like Souls-likes.
Okay.
And I like Black Myth Wukong.
Okay.
It does not feel like a Souls-like.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and say this. I love Ghost of Tsushima. It is not a Souls-like. I don't care what anyone says. It's not a Souls-like. Doesn't have a stamina bar. Yes, it does have a guard system. or some type of guard system, but it
Does
feels
Souls-likes
more.
do guard systems?
It's more of a tactical hack and slash than anything else, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. So a big thing that makes me say that Black Myth Wukong is not a Souls-like, and it reminds me a lot more of God of War, is because one of the things that I always associate Souls-like with is making your build, like choosing what weapon you use to make your build and everything right. And with this, you basically just have the staff, but you can choose what method to use the staff with, right? Do you use the staff to like grow really tall and smack people with it, or do you use it in other ways? So
Other ways.
other ways. That's why it reminds me of that other game, God of War, is because you kind of unlock things for your weapon to do, and not so much of you find weapons and choose what to use.
Okay. Yeah, God of War definitely felt. We're talking about the newer God of War, of course.
Yeah, the newer ones.
They definitely felt different. I wouldn't really know how to categorize them because they're not like the old hack and slash.
No, they're action RPGs.
Action RPG. That's such a generic.
No, it's not. It's very it's pretty
I
specific.
mean, it's specific enough. But
Yeah. Action RPGs. It's the same.
There's a lot of.
It's Assassin's Creed and Dragon Age and the new God of War and Last of Us. They're action RPGs.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I looked at repair powder and power up powder. I'm like, wait, is it consuming all of this to upgrade? And then no, it's just telling me because I could probably, I don't know. Yeah, I could repair or upgrade it using the powder, and it's just giving me a quick and handy way of telling me. All right, sorry. What were we on?
Oh, I was just naming a bunch of action RPGs.
Okay.
You want me to name them again so you can dispute any of them?
No.
Okay.
Can I use stand-in powder? There we go. Then use revival powder. Wait, but how do I go to Alice?
You should probably just finish this level and leave.
Yeah. Because I don't have any more stand-in powder.
Revive from the dying. Oh, that's how it should work. Well, just follow the arrow. Just do what the arrow says.
Great. Fantastic. I know I can use this. I can use it.
Yeah, why don't you just follow the directions?
Yeah, the directions of the arrow?
Yeah.
Cool. Active item.
Well, there was another arrow that popped up, isn't there?
Yeah, when I had the bread selected.
Oh.
As in I could put it on Diviny. That's not... That's not the thing here.
Oh.
Huh. Figured it out. And it only took me so long. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. We can get back to the plot.
I definitely feel like Survivor and Fallen Order are more Souls-like. I don't like
They
playing-
are
I
more
don't like playing
Souls-like
those
because they
games.
still have the difficulty. Even
Oh,
though
they
you,
do have difficulty settings, don't they?
you can choose the difficulty, but the
That
thing
does kind of disqualify them from being Souls-like. No, that's a big part of it. I think people. One of the things that people always say, if you have like a roll or dodge mechanic, it could be a Souls-like. But I think it could still be a Souls-like if it doesn't have a roll dodge mechanic, maybe. But I don't think you can be a Souls-like if you have a difficulty setting.
I don't know about that. Would we incorporate nearly impossible to pause the game as part of a
I think that's just some bullshit that doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, I agree. There's just a lot of things that I don't like about how Souls-likes do
Which,
their
by
thing.
the way, you can pause Elden Ring. It is possible. I have
know.
seen it done.
It's just like they got to make it complicated and convoluted because we don't want cheaters. It's like, the fuck are you gonna cheat by pausing so much? Hold on. Gotta get another store going on here.
Yeah, another store.
Yeah, there's just a lot about Souls-like that I don't like how they do games.
Yeah.
I've played... Let's see. I've played...